True.
consistency, and being yourself, and self-worth was the answer. I soon learned that, yeah, okay, I am somebody, and that I can be who I am, be just me. I don't need approval of another human being. So back to my church and everything. What I think that I'm thought now, and that I would do since I was, say, 25. I was in and out. From 25 to 32, I got in a lot of trouble. I got in trouble with myself.
Okay.
I got in trouble with my ancestors. I got in trouble with my Ori,
Okay.
being disobedient.
Okay.
But being that I was taught to be conscious of people, of things that surround me, being conscious of the hearing and the listening to my ancestors, to my mom, to my dad,
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of woke me up after I became 32 years old.
Hmm.
So from 32 years old, I began to wake up and observe. Between the ages from 25 up to 32, I learned people. And it was not good. I learned the wild, the devious, the lying, the undermining, the stealing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I didn't think people was that because of my background. They did not do that. I didn't see anybody stealing and lying. If it was, then I paid no attention to it because I was on my journey, and I just didn't think people did this kind of stuff. But I had to come to reality. So in between that time, I had a social worker. He was Italian, and of course, I had a crush on him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had a crush on him, of course. But I knew not to step off that road
Oh, okay. Why?
because well, I just like to stay within my boundaries. I
Oh,
stay in my boundary. It was like I might be stepping out in a world that I couldn't get back off of. I cautiously stepped out and very curiously wanted to go and step out that way, but I didn't think it was the way to step out
hmm.
into my life. But he said, if you know more about life than you know more about life than your books, because I like to read and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, and I like to go through my mind, and that's how I still, was able to get into this spiritual thing. That's a journey. But I like to read, and whatever was happening to me, it did not. Well, yeah, I got hurt in it, and got broken jaws,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but that didn't stop me. I went to school when they had all these different kind of programs. I joined all these different kind of programs. You can get diplomas, and they paid for them. So I guess this is their retribution. This is what they call 4 acres and a mule.
Mm-hmm.
But I just call me myself opportunities. I took the opportunity to go do all of this stuff, and they had it where you can they pay for babysitting and everything.
Hmm.
So and then at these programs you only had to take 40 hours, and you get a certificate. You get a test, and if you pass the test, you get those 40 hours and you get a certificate. But you had to continue school. It was like units. We had to
Oh.
still complete so many units.
Oh.
And so, yeah, so I took the opportunity to complete these units. And so that set me at to have a skill.
Hmm.
So I found out skill is better than HPD, RID, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever you want to call it,
Mm-hmm.
because I got a skill.
Hmm.
I learned this special skill here. I learned that special skill there, and there, and there. So I use these skills to be able to suffice myself, sustain myself. You know, and my children, grandchildren, everything.
How many kids do you have?
I got 20-something grandchildren. I
Ah,
have 4 children.
4 children.
2 boys and 2 girls.
Wow.
The way I asked for it,
Mm-hmm.
I asked it. And
Wow.
I got it.
Wow.
And I got, my mom had 20-some children.
Your mom had 20 something?
Yeah. Only 11 of us lived. And
Wow.
now it's only 3 of us.
Wow.
Yeah, all girls. All the boys are gone.
Are they younger or?
I'm the oldest girl. I had 3 brothers ahead of me.
Wow.
Yeah, no, my big brother, older brother, they all gone. So I'm the only one left. I'm the oldest out of the 3 of us is left, and they all girls, like I said. And I have 20-some, maybe more grandchildren, and I have not counted them lately. And children, great grandchildren. I
Wow.
have plenty of them, about 20 and more of them. Yeah. And I just looked at it, very proud. That's part of my family.
I see the picture right there. I see the picture.
That's right there. That's part of my family.
Wow.
Right there on that thing right there.
Uh-huh.
That's part of my family right there.
Wow.
And I cherish that.
Wow.
Yeah, this blanket here.
This blanket, let me see.
I brought my blanket with me.
Oh, I see the blanket. Oh, this is
Yeah,
wonderful.
this is my blanket.
Yes, yes, I see it. I see it.
Yeah, this is my blanket.
I see it. I see it.
This
Wow.
my children, grandchildren.
I see.
grandbaby. Yes.
I see. I
love
see.
this blanket. I've
Oh.
had this blanket forever.
How long you had it?
I've had this blanket 5 or more years.
Wow.
Yeah, my granddaughter, which is in college now,
Uh-huh.
Miss Riri, she
Yes.
made it for me.
Wow.
That's her mother. This is
Oh.
my oldest daughter.
Okay.
Yeah. These
Ah.
are my grandkids. This is me right here. This is her
I see. I
husband.
see. I
This is
see.
my niece, and this is my this is my child. This is their brothers and sisters. That's my baby boy. He's
Okay.
a minister.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a minister.
Yeah, he's a minister.
So how does it feel being the fact that
He's a
you
minister, huh?
does it feel any type of way that you are not a Christian?
No, you know what? No. I know. One thing Baba Wajah taught us
Mm,
is that do not argue about anybody else's religion
true, true.
or anybody else's beliefs.
Yes.
Because, and I believe that because I have no qualms about it, because I believe there's only one fearful force, not fearful force, but only one almighty force
That's true.
in this world.
That's true.
And there's the right hand and
And
there's
there's
the
the right
left
hand.
hand.
That's
He
true.
has right there. Those are the forces right there. And so I just believe whatever you want to call it,
It's okay.
it's okay.
Yes, ma'am.
It's okay.
Yes,
Call
ma'am.
it Jesus Christ if you want to, but we call it Old Amari here.
I
That's
understand.
right there.
I,
And Ifa is the one that carries everything for Olo Dimari,
that's true.
for the head,
That's true.
to keep our heads and let us know where our destinies lies.
That's true.
That right there. So yes, I like Ifa. I do Ifa, but I'm not Ifa. But he has given me gifts
Yes, ma'am.
and given me a destiny to let me know who I am in my destiny.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So that right there, yes. So I don't really have to go any further. I don't have to go any further, but I still can read and learn.
That's true.
That's what I do. You see them books right there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'll be reading them books.
Wow.
Going back and forth, yeah. Because there's other things we need to go and be my age and stuff. I need to have to go back.
Mm-hmm.
So, in this world, it's no different. We all got to give each other a chance to learn, a chance to catch up with our destiny. It's up to us elders to help teach each and every person that we encounter. So there, we cannot download, and we always got to check back on our lifestyle and see how we came up and how long it took us to get where we are, so that we can be able to gently, gently bring people to where they're supposed to be, to their destiny. So I have people, when I talk, hey, if you're down here, you were down here for a reason. This here, Baba Wajah started, is a reason. He's one of God's messengers. This is why we lift him up every single year, elevate him, because he had went out there and done all this work. He's done his job. He's handed it over to his son. Now his son has his job, whichever way. So if we believe into the culture, we will believe that we can believe into his son. His son is no different to anybody else as a human being. Give him time. 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 And as it grows up, you can, and if you really look at it, you can see the time changes one way or the other. But it reminds me myself, I was doing things, that wasn't conducive to people. And for someone else to download another person is not right, because we all do things that we think is against. But we have to watch and learn. This is only one learning lesson that a person goes through, to let them know, I don't want to do this. That's not my style. It's not me. So whatever it is, but then you learn. You learn. So you can't download anybody. You can't. Oh, well, look at that. My mom said, if you see a lady walking down the street and her slip is hanging, and one lesson I always say, tell her slip is hanging. Just like these boys walking around here with their daggone pants hanging down. Hey, pull them pants up. What you trying to show? I mean, this is a style thing. But where's your style at in your head? Where's your Ori at? I mean, doing whatever else somebody else do that is not conducive to you, then you get into the wrong space and things begin to happen because your ancestors say, no, don't go there. But you do it anyway. And now I'm a living proof of that. But I always prayed, wherever I go, wherever I am, oh, please, this is not me. But for some reason or another, I had to go through this life portion. If you don't have a life portion and go through different things, then you will still won't know anything. You can preach all the thing you want to, but you begin to put a label on people. But see, people don't. Nobody needs to be labeled, because we all is going through the same thing. Our destiny. We all have our destiny. At some point, we all meet. You got a destiny. I don't know what you're going to be doing from tomorrow. I know what you're doing today. Your destiny is here today, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what your destiny is tomorrow.
That's true.
But make it count today. And then at that same time, pray today too that, hey, that you're able to be there to teach someone else. That you don't think, you don't want to go through. We can't download people because we have to give people a chance in life. And sometimes I was 72 years old when I went through the whole thing. It was whole time for me to really, really, and it was like I was running, like my life was like being turned like some food in the pot, or one of these cycle machines or whatever. That's what my life seemed like it was doing. It was changing. Not for the better. It was changed because it was the wisdom coming through. Because I'm allowing it to come through. And right now, I don't fuss and argue about anything too much or try to say I know it all. I don't. I take it in, and you sometimes you as a young person you get confirmation from me as being an elder.
Yes, ma'am.
You get confirmation from me. Sometimes you get confirmation from somebody else, but you prefer to get confirmation. It makes you satisfied to get confirmation from an elder person. But you can get confirmation. I get confirmation from my grandkids and stuff like that. Confirmation that I know that they gonna be all right. Not no wisdom type of confirmation, but that they gonna be all right. That I know that the wisdom that I have put to them, that is working. That it is working. I mean, it's amazing how the conversation I have with my grandchildren and my children is very amazing, and it's on point, and I'm very proud of them. So the changes right now, it's really the lifestyle, the lifespan. It's not really too much different because we all go through all different kinds. You know what you just said to me earlier about when you was married and stuff like that. I done been through it. I don't went through that. I wasn't married, but I was married here. I done been through it several times. I still got faith in my human being though. And people say all men are alike. No, everybody's not alike. All men ain't alike. If they all alike, then we don't need them here. Then I'm quite sure the men say all women's alike. No, they not. We all got different destinies, but we do do have the same similarities on the real side, and it ain't nothing but human nature. It's human.
That is true. That is true.
And some is just here, and some is there. But I see people now. My whole thing is that I'm gonna reach my good level. When it's time, it's time. But I think I can be really kind of happy because right now it's just like, okay, if I don't get there today, pray to get there tomorrow.
That's true.
And so that's how it is. And there's no hardship for me.
Okay.
We learn.
Hey, I'm gonna put people gonna see this. They're coming to this and they have to see this because these are the things that we don't really do much. We don't talk to our elders that's been here. We don't want to talk to them. And I think when we do that, we don't leave our history to continue. So for me, it's a passion of mine to just want to talk because this right here, when other people, other culture do a recording like this and they put it on their social media, they get so much people just wow, wow. But I have yet to see anyone that says, okay, here's my elder. She's an Ifa priest too. She does. Nobody wants to hear that because they're making it look as if the word Ifa, because what people know is voodoo, is black magic. So to see you talk about it, it'll bring more understanding to a lot of kids
Yeah, yeah.
who just want to call God in a different name.
Yeah. Well, Ifa brings a lot of wisdom, more wisdom to people. So when you get the hand Ifa, can you see it was part of the hand of Ifa because of his wives, he wanted his wives to have it, the old elder.
Mm.
And I had an Ifa priest up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which gave us the 16 Ifa Odus. And so I read about them and some of the things that's in those, what you call parables and all, and it's like going through a phase, not a phase. It was like going through your life. It going through your life as you come forward. As you come forward. What you learn about Ifa back then might not mean anything. But once you start learning about it, you can click on it.
Click on
and
it.
get confirmation.
Yes, ma'am.
Confirmation.
Yes, ma'am.
Confirmation
Yes,
each
ma'am.
time.
Yes, ma'am.
And then when you got your e-tie, it's confirmation. When I became the Ialode,
Mm-hmm.
pointed the Ialode here, I was like, oh, it was all up in my stomach. Oh, now I got some responsibility, real responsibility to a community and to the nation. But it wasn't. It was like a wake up call for me to take care of my eldership, especially with women, because I've always been able to talk to women. At some point in time, when they don't listen, and I feel like they don't really listen, I kind of break with them. I break with them because they're not going the way I'm going. But I put it there. But I have to leave them because they're not going the way I'm going. And so I don't want, and that's one thing. I'm not gonna let nobody hold me back. That's one thing. I'll be there in a minute. I keep walking. They still talking. I keep walking. Because I don't like to be only. You gotta keep moving forward.
Yes, ma'am.
I feel like, if you're not talking that kind of talk that I like to talk,
Mm-hmm.
sorry about that. But spiritual talk is good for me.
That's true.
It's good for me. The other kind of talk, rhetoric and all that kind of stuff, is good for somebody else. I've never been in that. It takes me to be humorous.
That's true.
When I get to be humorous, I never know that I'm humorous.
That's true.
Because I'm very, Obatala, I'm very stern,
Mm-hmm.
really.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm to my word. I don't like to be lying to nobody.
No, I
not
see.
even to myself.
I see that. I see that. Yes,
But
ma'am.
I learned to live here like I am because I am very grateful to that. Because you never know when people get out there and get all this and that, they think they all this and that in the bag of chip and everything, and they believe they don't start. They think, okay, you're not in my line, and so this is what they do to okay, and they keep going. Then they stop right there. Somebody else. This is their conversation, but see, this is my conversation. And if ain't nobody really got that kind of conversation for me, I don't really too much participate.
I understand.
And I don't like downloading people.
I understand.
I've been downloaded enough to know that it hurts. It hurts to know that people don't understand who another person that you got a skill here, I got a skill there. We can put our skill together and do something.
That is true.
But the download. No, we can get together and say, that happened. Did you see that happen spiritually?
Yes, ma'am.
But we got to keep on pushing. We got to keep pushing. No matter what. Our work is not done until we leave this world.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Totally
guess
agree.
what?
Yes, ma'am.
I pray that he can come back here and do some more.
Ah.
Yeah, continue, shoot. Yeah.
I tell you. Yeah, you're right.
Because you hear us out there singing, we wasn't talking about nobody. We was sitting there praising our ancestors. This was not planned. And we was taking our little drink and whatever. Didn't nobody smoke. We was taking our little wine. We didn't have no smoke though. Nobody smoking that session. So we sang to our shun.
Yes, I understand that part. Yeah, we let that go. Yes, we
We
did.
let that feeling go and let it come.
Yes, ma'am.
What's supposed to come.
Yes, ma'am.
Because a lot of times people, they stifle. They stifle you. That's why I got to move away from them. Because I like to feel happy and feel free within my spirit,
Yes, ma'am.
I don't like to stifle. Oh, wait a minute, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
No. Not today.
Not today.
Not today. Let's take it a different direction.
There you go.
Or somebody download somebody else, I'll try to give them a positive note.
That's true.
Oh, well, maybe, take time. They doing fine. They doing good. Well, from what I see, my perspective, you got to see a person trying to get better. If they ain't getting no better, then it's a wonderment of why. Okay, they not taking care of their ancestors over there. They need a reading. Me, I get back. I step myself back when I feel like in Obaluaye, when we had that Obaluaye, I stepped back after we got finished. I stepped back, soaked it in and what have you, and come out in a positive manner. Because the reading and stuff that was going on for the whole year, I stepped back. Okay. If you put yourself in a positive position, and then you have to pray that you don't go into that mud.
Yeah.
Go in that mud and start sinking.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Well.
Just please.
I think so. Is that someone calling you?
Who that? Everybody been showing the line. She come in, blow, and then go.
I guess I gotta go see her.
Yeah. But it's